Music. Music is the basic things which we everyone loved in our daily life. There, everyone have, every person, every individual have different tastes in the music. Someone like hip hop, some like K-pop, other legendary music. Every person have interest in music. Their taste would be different. The areas of the music in different continents would be the different area, different countries would be the different cities would be the difference. But music is a general language which everyone loved. Music is generally defined as the art of arranging sound to create some combination of form, harmony, melody, rhythm, or otherwise expressive content. Definition of music vary depending on culture, although it is an aspect of all human society and culture universal, but scholars agree that music is defined by a few specific elements. There is no consensus on their precise definition of music. The creation of music is commonly divided into musical composition, musical improvisation, and musical performance. Though the topic itself extended into academic discipline, criticism, philosophy, and psychology, music may be performed or improvised using a vast range of instruments, including the human voice. In some musical contexts, a performance or composition may be to some extent improvised. For instance, in Hindustani classic music, the performer plays spontaneously while following a partially defined structure and using characteristic motifs. In modern jazz, the performer may take turns leading and responding while sharing a changing set of tunes. In a free jazz contest, there may be no structure whatsoever, with each performer acting at their discretion. Music may be deliberately composed to be unperformable or agglomerated electronically from many performers. Music is played in public and private areas, highlighted at events as festival rock concerts and orchestra performing. Music all also not only for the entertainment, but some music or religious music which perform in religious rites and heard incidentally as part of scores of soundtrack to a film, TV shows, opera, or video game. Musical playback is the primary function of an MP3 player or CD player and a universal feature of radios and smartphones. Music often plays a key role in social activity, religious rituals, rite of passage ceremonies, celebration, and cultural activities. There is some ritual in which music are played on the dead bodies of the deceased. The music industry includes songwriter, performers, song engineer, producer, tour organizer, distributor of instrument, accessories, and sheet music. Composition, performance, and recording are assessed and evaluated by music critics, music journalists, and music scholars as well as immature. Etymology and terminology. The modern English word music came into use in 1630s. It is derived from a long line of successive precursors: the Old English musici of the mid 13th century, the Old French musici of 10th century, and the Latin musica. The Latin word itself derived from the ancient Greek musica, literally meaning art of the muses. The muses were nine deities in ancient Greek mythology who presided over the arts and sciences. They were included in tales by the earliest Western author Homer and Hesiod, and eventually came to be associated with music specifically. Over time, polyhymna would reside over music more preeminently than other music. The Latin word musica was also the originator for both the Spanish musica and French musica. By spelling and linguistic adjustment, though other European terms were probably loanwords, including the Italian musica, German music, Dutch music, Norway musik, Polish muzyczka, and Russian mosaica. The modern Western world usually defines music as an all-encompassing term used to describe diverse genre, style, and tradition. This is not the case worldwide, and languages such as modern Indonesian music and Sona Muzikazo have recently adopted words to reflect this universal conception, as they did not have words that fit exactly the same Western scope. In East Asia, neither Japan nor China have a single word that encompasses music in a broad sense, but culturally they often regard music in such a fashion. The closer word of me music in China Yui shares a character with Li meaning joy and originally referred to all the arts before narrow in meaning. Africa is too diverse to make film generalization, but the musicologist Nikita have emphasized African music often inseparable connection to dance and speech in general. Some African cultures, such as the Songye people of the Democratic Republic of Congo and the TIB people of Nigeria, have a strong and broad conception of music, but no corresponding words in their native language. Other words commonly translated as a music often more specific meaning in their respective culture. The Hindi word for music, Sangeeta, properly refer to odd music, while the many indigenous languages of the Americans have word for music that refer specifically to song but describe instrumental music regardless. Though the Arabic music can refer to all music, it is usually used for instrumental and metric music, while Khandan identifies vocal and improvised music. I hope you will like the terminology, etymology, and what is the music and in their word for in different societies, culture, and in the history.